August 1st, 1943. Dear Audrey Rose, what can I say except that the news of you heading to Tullahoma again has made my day, week, month, really. I look forward to seeing you again so soon, to meeting your father. I should have put two and two together given your last name. A lot of PS men have left their mark around here, but he's a legend at Camp Forest. His heroics and tactics from the Great War are the inspiration for our current training. I look forward to thanking him in person for his service. I'm afraid I won't be able to pick you up from the train station, though. Even if I tossed a basket of Jawbreakers at Old Fairbanks, I wouldn't be able to. We're starting our special training, and I'm told it entails rock climbing. Not sure how that will come in handy when we go against the Jerrys. I do have leave time all Saturday, however, so I'm all yours then. In answer to your postscript, if you're an older woman, then I feel great about them. Well, about you at least. Since you're not sure how you feel about younger men, perhaps we can spend some more time together, just as friends, and see how you feel then. We can make it a day. There are some waterfalls the fellows have told me about that aren't too far from camp. We can take a picnic lunch up there, just as friends, of course. Then we can take a friendly walk exploring the trails thereabouts. I'm told there's even a river with rowboats. We can take a ride, which I've been told is a great activity for friends. Assuming all goes swell, will you have dinner with me that night? Not as friends, but perhaps as something a little more. As far as dances go, I'm sure we can find one that the USO is putting on. Maybe I'll have even gotten one of the fellows here to teach me how to cut a rug by then. Now that that's settled, I have to tell you that my heart hurt after reading your letter, Audrey. I'm so sorry about your mama and baby brother. I never knew my dad, so I've never had to truly mourn his loss. I can only imagine what it must be like to lose your mama, especially during those younger years when life gets all confusing on your way to adulthood. It's a credit to the General that you've turned out so fine, even without her. I imagine you miss her something awful. I suppose missing is all part of living, though, and it's the thing that lets you know you really and deeply loved her, which is what this life is about, right? For me, I guess I never got the chance to love my father. Actually, I'm not sure that's true. Since I became a ranger, I've started to want to talk to him in a way I never have before. Since I can't, I start missing him. So I suppose you can love someone you've never met before. Anyway, you asked for more information about my father. I don't know much. Sometime in late October of 1918, during the Great War, he went missing in action. 6 months after the war ended, he was released by the Germans. Mom says they treated him okay, and he even picked up some of the language from the guards. When he got home, though, she said he was just a shell of himself. Later that year, not long after she became pregnant with me, he contracted influenza. I guess the war and being a prisoner weakened him too much. He was gone within 48 hours. The pandemic was so bad that year, It's a wonder it didn't take my mother and me with it. It's strange to think about my father going like that, though. Every picture I've seen of him depicts extraordinary strength and spirit. And one thing my mama has told me is that he loved life and especially loved making her laugh. As a kid, I just couldn't ever picture him as a broken, deathly sick man. Actually, when I was real little, Mama used to read tales of the old Norse myths. Both her parents and my father's parents immigrated from Sweden, see, and I used to imagine my father was Thor, the mighty god of thunder, you know. To me, he wasn't really dead, just off on some great adventure with his magic hammer and flying goats or something. Kids and their imaginations, huh? Anyway, about your question. I didn't get to see much of what was in his trunk when I opened it. Just his army uniform and an envelope or two. You can imagine my disappointment at not finding an ancient magical hammer or celestial goat feed in there. Your father, on the other hand, sounds a lot like what we've learned about other retreads. Upstanding, loyal, determined, humble, and brilliant. It's no wonder you turned out so unforgettable. What's it like being his personal secretary? Do you travel with him all the time? It's amazing your sister is in Africa. I think a buddy of mine is over there right now, Sam Pine. He's a good egg. Maybe they know each other. If not, I'll definitely be telling him to look her up in my next letter. He'll be thrilled if she's anything like you. Training is still as rough as ever. We're learning everything from hand-to-hand combat, with bayonets to parachute safety, to maneuvering our way through a fake German village. They've actually built a mock village right here inside Camp Forest. One night a few of the fellas got a kick out of pasting pictures of Hitler in the front window of every German house. Captain Fairbanks about laid an egg. You'd have thought we'd dropped a pineapple down one of the latrine toilets or something. Jeez Louise. He made our entire battalion run 10 miles as punishment. Next month, our battalion is moving down to Fort Pierce in Florida for aquatic training, among other things. They're telling us we need to be expert in every weapon, tactic, and skill. Rock climbing sort of came out of the blue, though. Some of the fellows are really struggling with their upper body strength when it comes to climbing. I haven't struggled too much. Got my Scandinavian heritage to thank for that, I suppose. Fairbanks is still a browbeater. Seems he'd heard of my father. He said my name stood out to him, and the other day he came to confirm if I was really the son of Lieutenant Hank Burke from Lexington, Massachusetts. It was kinda odd. He's been busy breaking us down since we arrived at Camp Forest, so it was the first time he talked to me like a human being. Anyway, thoughts of you still get me through the most grueling parts of ranger drills, Audrey Rose. All the fellas were awful jealous on mail day when I got some sugar mail from the beauty of our ranger ball. Thank you for writing me back and for your encouragement. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Initially as friends, of course, but with high, sincere hopes of becoming something much sweeter real soon. Love, Charlie.